Hello everyone, welcome to another FTL stream. This is Zorchi here, and today we're gonna be playing a Stealth A run. Last time we failed miserably on the Mantis Cruiser run 2 times in a row, so I thought I'd change things up and actually try a different run. We're definitely gonna get back to this one. It's just that I want to. Every once in a while it's nice to win a run, so I thought I'd go with the Stealth A Cruiser. This is a rather difficult ship, so I don't know if we're actually going to be able to win this run. The Stealth A in particular relies a lot on luck in the beginning, especially because the thing about the Stealth A is that you don't start off with shields like any of the other ships, but rather you start off with cloaking, which you need to use effectively to dodge enemies' projectiles and to basically save yourself from dying too quickly. Another thing is that we have titanium system casing, which provides us a little bit of defense for our systems. So 15% of the time, when our systems get hit, they don't actually go down, but rather you just take the damage of it. The offense is not that great of the Stealth A cruiser, so yeah, we'll definitely need to sort that out during the run as well. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, fix up our power, look at our jump beacon. Okay, and we're gonna do something here that I've not done yet in any other run. We're actually gonna restart. So this exit beacon is really far to the left, and because of that we're gonna miss out on at least 2 jumps, which I'm not really a fan of, especially on this ship. So one thing you can do, because it's the first jump that we're at, you can just restart, start over again, and just look where the exit beacon is. You can always do this, and this already looks much better. We see a few ship fights, and that's because we, on top of having the titanium system casing, we also start off with long range scanners, so we can avoid asteroid fields, for instance. Asteroid fields are just absolutely terrible for this ship. If you run into an asteroid field early, you're dead. But with this, we can actually avoid them pretty well, so yeah, we're definitely going to make use of that. Apart from that, we're just going to fire up the power. I'm going to turn down my heating because it's getting absolutely boiling in here. Okay, I do like this setup. We don't have shields, so there's no other systems that we need to send our guys to. So yeah, let's just get right into it. We don't have a great setup for distress beacons right now, but there's always one distress beacon where you have to give them fuel or lead them to the destination, and then just give you free stuff, which is nice. So I was gonna go down here, up here, and then head back to these nebula beacons. Nebulas are beacons where the fleet pursuit is halved, so we can get a few more jumps in because of those nebulas. We don't have the scrap to hire anyone. Let's go to the next one. Nothing here either. Let's go to this nebula. Okay, scary ship. They have a boarding. Oof, scary ship. Let's just see what happens. So they are gonna board me into the med bay. That is not too bad. I'm just gonna send over my guys here. I'm not gonna be able to avoid this the mini beam, but I can dodge the basic laser. I'm just gonna try to do that, and in the meantime, while I'm cloaked, this cannot fire. So what I'm gonna try to do is just get this offline now by firing my own beam, like so. That's unfortunate that this didn't go down, but yeah, there's nothing we can do. So we didn't have 100% dodge chance there. That's why we actually got hit. in our piloting. Not too big a deal, but yeah, 2 damage in the first fight, you know, can be tough on this ship. Okay, and we finish them off. Very nice, get a little bit of scrap. Get my guys healed up and back into position. Okay, so I think to get a shield, I think we have to get 125 scrap and to go to a store in order for us to actually get the shields. So yeah, we need quite a bit of scrap before we can actually get it. So right here I'm gonna do the same thing that I did earlier. I'm gonna try to dodge this one. And now this one cannot fire the mini beam. So I just want to get that down as quickly as possible before it fires. Perfect, absolutely perfect. So right here you can see we didn't take any damage from the mini beam. And yeah, the Mantis is repairing that, so yeah, it's never gonna get online again. And yeah, they only have two more holes, so I can just kill them off like that. Very, very good. Next ship fight. I may just ignore this other beacon, this other ooh, another teleporting crew. Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, I have to run this guy over, I think. But that's pretty bad because now our things aren't charging as fast. And it's a Mantis. Mantises are just absolutely terrifying. So right here, I could cloak right now, but this one is about to fire, so I want to dodge both of the projectiles. So when they both fire, that's when I'll cloak, fire into weapons. So and here's something. So you could fire either like this or like this to get weapons down and to to go into shielding as well. The reason why I'm going like this way is because if I get piloting down, the second laser that is currently being fired from my dual laser will then hit 100% if the piloting goes down. So that way I can ensure that there's going to be 2 damage being done to their weapons. And the beam laser was a little bit on the slow side, but we still got it down anyway. And yeah, their crewmate is dead. So this should just be a win from this point onwards. We're probably really going to struggle with 2 shield ships in the next few sectors. So yeah, we need to get a lot of scrap in order for us to be in good shape for upcoming sectors. But actually, once you get to a point where you have shielding online, you're really well equipped to deal with anything that comes your way. So these 2 are both empty jumps. So I'll just take this one and then go to the quest. I don't know what the quest will give me, but yeah, it's never a negative thing, I would say. Yeah, let's long range scanners. Let's track them. Perfect, free scrap. That is not too bad. So right now we're just looking for a reactor upgrade. That's also really good. 20 scrap. Very nice. So right here, sun beacons are also not that good for this ship because the damage of suns are tied to how many shields we have up. Since we don't have any shields up, we take a lot of damage from that event. So here we see a lot of ship fights down here. I'm wondering if it's worth it to just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 or something like that. And just ignore all of this top part and just look for a store in the next sector. Another thing we could do is 1, 2, and then just go up here and then head back down. But we know there's scrap here, so I'm just wondering what's better. So unfortunately we can't go 1, 2. I think it may just overtake this beacon or just not. I just don't want to take the chance. Well, I can just go 1 and then see what happens, because this one is not going to get overtaken. If this one isn't overtaken, then I may just go up here. But I think this is also not more than 2, so yeah, let's just try it and then see. Yeah, attack the pirate. So, really, really dangerous weapon system, so we need to get this down. Oof. 2 heavy lasers. And a teleporter. I mean, why not? Why not? So I'm wondering what I should do here right now. I can run this guy over to doors and try to suffocate this guy, but since rocks have so much health, suffocation is usually not the best way to do it. I think I'm just gonna let him punch down my O2, take 1 damage from that, and then try to get as much evasion as possible to not take 2 damage from these heavy lasers. Okay, let's cloak right now. We had 90% dodge. 90% dodge. Okay, we might just be dead here. We might just be dead here. I need to get my weapons back online as soon as possible. We had 90% dodge. Maybe I should have cloaked earlier. Maybe that was the mistake here. Okay. Let's get these guys back. Yep, this looks like a restart. This looks like a restart. Oh my god, this is going so badly. Okay, well, that is something. Okay, we got something going for us. Let's open this up. Open up these. We don't have any O2 here, so that's bad. Okay, let's try to get O2 repaired. Okay, they have their thing back online. Oh, of course, their FTL is charging. That is not a problem at all. We didn't need that. Anyway. My goodness. Okay, so they don't have anyone on piloting. I think I may just fire right now. Okay, we survived. Very, very, very good. Good. Not dead yet, so that's good. Double scrap reward, not bad. Can probably just repair for the damages. Let's see. I'm gonna heal these guys back up. Gonna try to get this repaired. Let's see. Let's run this guy over here. Open up the door so oxygen can get into this room again, and then just repair the rest of it. Okay, we didn't die. That's good. That is good. The double scrap reward is actually really, really valuable. I mean, it usually is, but for this ship in particular, because now we are actually at a point where we can avoid shielding if we find a store. Because we can sell off the titanium system casing, and that will put us over, yeah, see, this one is overtaken. And that will put us over the, I think 125 threshold to, that we need for the shielding. This is so bad. Oh my goodness. Okay, drones in the beginning with the stealth cruiser are the worst. So one thing you can do though is you can have a look where it fires. So right now it's gonna turn over and it's gonna fire somewhere along this line. If it's gonna hit my cloaking, we are in very, very bad shape. Okay, it's not. That's good. Right now I'm just waiting for this to fire, and I think I'm gonna fire right now. I'm gonna cloak right now, because this may fire into weapons. It looked like it would hit weapons there, and I think we can extend the cloak long enough so that we can fire into weapons before the missile actually fires. Yeah, very good. And the drone goes down as well. Perfect. Okay, very scary event. We only took 2 damage. So that is not too bad at all. Gonna just fire into shields here. Gonna try to do as much damage as possible and keep the drone down, obviously. That's the most important thing. The drone is much scarier than the missile here. Okay. And there we go. Get some more scrap for... Okay, let's contact. Quickly try to rescue. Very good. Oh my goodness, that is so good. Okay, I'm gonna let the rock guy go into weapons here, because I want a human to be repairing all over the ship. So I want I want to basically have this guy move very quickly to different parts of the ship, and the rock is just too slow for that. It would be amazing if this would be a store right here. These were some really dangerous but good events. Okay, intervene and defend the outpost. We all know what that means. Guaranteed double scrap reward. But a very scary system. So I think I'm just gonna dodge the first laser, and then don't let this guy. Oh, okay, very scary. I'm gonna fire like this so the burst laser doesn't get 2 charges off. Oh my goodness, that is so scary. Okay, we dodged a lot there. That's really helpful. Hopefully this guy doesn't do too much damage to us, but I think we should. Nope. So right here, the mini beam can't damage them because they still have 1 shield. The dual laser can, so I'm just gonna swap them around and let the dual laser charge again. And actually fire into weapons here. Hopefully it hits. I mean, perfect. Very good. Run this guy over for quicker repairs. Get my mini beam back online. Get him back. So I'm just gonna wait for this to repair. It should. I mean, I don't think it's that close yet, but I just don't want this to be repaired before I fire. And then right here, I'm just gonna fire like this, do some more damage to their systems. Once this is down, I can now just fire my dual laser and be completely fine. There's no need to cloak just yet. It's not gonna fire that early. And a double scrap reward, very good. So we actually got a lot of scrap in this sector. A lot of scrap. Unfortunately, no. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go to the exit beacon right now and just give up that 1 jump. I do not want to deal with sun beacons at this point. It's just not worth it. We are already on half HP. We desperately need to find a store. I'm not going to explore the asteroid field here. Exploring the asteroid field is suicide. If you find a ship, you are dead. So it's too dangerous. Let's just avoid it. Okay, so these were both ship fights. Not that big a deal. We have one less jump than we would usually have. Difficult decision again. I think this is exactly the same. These are exactly the same options that we had the last time with the Mantis cruiser. Zoltan controlled and rock controlled. Let me have a think. So very difficult sectors, both of them. I don't like either. In rock controlled, we will have a lot of missile weapons coming at us, which we can sort of deal with because we have the cloaking. Zoltan controlled has a Zoltan shield, which is generally pretty bad, I would say. So I think I'm gonna go rock here, and then the good news is that we have 2 nebula sectors behind, so we are guaranteed to have a nebula sector, and with long range scanners you can actually get a lot of scrap from those. And I'm thinking of going rock and then go up this way and then take the green sectors all the way in between. I hope we don't find too many rocks with teleporters. The good news about the rock sector as well is that we have a rock ourselves. So if we there are some events that require a rock. The downside is that there may be asteroid fields in this sector as well. So asteroid fields will kill us. There's no doubt about it. Okay, this ship is not too scary. I think if this is a Leto missile, we should be able to dodge both of them with one cloak. It is a Leto missile. Yeah. So just gonna dodge both. Then fire into their weapons. And gonna go for the force system. All of these systems here. Perfect. Easy peasy, no problem. Gonna wait for the mini beam. And then go like this. And kill them off. So they resisted one of my beam damages there. And that basically means that they don't take damage for one of the damage calculations that I do. So I'm just trying to find a store, just looking for as many jumps as possible that I can see. And there we have our store. I'm gonna take this guaranteed ship fight here. And there we have an asteroid field. Very, very scary. Okay, same ship as before. We don't know what this missile is yet though, so it's not exactly the same. So it is an Artemis, I think. Yeah, it is. So they fired at the same time, which means that this is a 2 damage missile. There we go. Unfortunate that it hits, but it's not that big a deal. Now it is a big deal, because now, because I only can deal 1 damage here, the Artemis is gonna fire again. So you're guaranteed to take more damage, and the sensors are actually on fire, so I'm gonna vent those out. So we can see that it's on fire because this has this sign above it. Okay, their systems are actually also on fire because the Artemis missile went down, which means that there's a guaranteed fire in this room. So I'm just gonna fire into their weapons to take it down further, and then finish them off like that. They only have 3 more hull. They may resist 1, but yeah, not that big a deal if they resist 1. Good stuff. Gonna go 1, 2, and then store, I think. And once we hit the store, we should be alright to take on the asteroid field as well. Let's go and repair our sensors. This ship actually starts off with sensors level 2. I think we get 1. If we man it, we can actually see the charge times of enemy lasers and missile weapons, or just any weapon in general. All of their weapon systems you can see charging. So that gives us a little bit more information about what the enemy is actually going to do. We are getting pretty low on hull, so that is pretty scary actually. Not a big fan of that, but yeah, there's nothing at this point that we can do about it. So I'm just trying to get this thing to fire, and now it cloak. Okay, we barely got it. It's a Leto. It's a 2 damage missile again, an Artemis, which is not great, but yeah, it is what it is. So I do want to get the 4 damage beam off here. I think we have to go a little bit more like this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, very, very scary still. If this hits weapons, we might be in really, really rough shape. Luckily we can fire before, and that is going to be a wrap. That's great. That is just absolutely great. Yeah, we will not accept surrender. That's a really terrible bribe, so not going to accept that. Very good. Okay. Empty jump, then the store. Stores will have guaranteed shields in them. Oh, I don't even know this. A curious sight will greet you in this location. Disabled rock freighter. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack the surviving mantis. This ship can't damage us with weapons, so we just have to kill off their 1 boarder, and we're completely fine. So the way boarding in this game works is that they will always have a certain amount of crew that is needed on their ship before they go and board your ship again. So if we kill off this crew, they will not send over another boarder, because 2 is the minimum required crew that this ship needs. And because the ship can't damage us, that is actually just perfect, because yeah, we can just kill them off very slowly now. Let's go something like this. We may even be able to get a crew kill here if I... Now that I think about it. That's unfortunate. If this hits, if the... So let's just try to get a crew kill. I'm probably not gonna get it, but yeah, I'm just gonna go for it anyway. So the good news is that my dual laser and the repair is actually timing out pretty well. So I can just keep this this NG occupied with repairing the O2 here. Oh, that is great! Having a fire in there is absolutely great. Maybe the NG is actually gonna go back into their piloting here. I think he might. Yeah, I think he might. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, that's so good. Okay, so NGs are really good at repairing. Mantis are absolutely terrible at repairing. So right now repairs are actually going to take longer. And because there was a fire in this room, oxygen actually went out of this room even quicker than it would normally. So this room is going to get is going to get below the oxygen threshold pretty soon already. And the Mantis is never going to be able to repair that. Even if he repairs it somehow, it really doesn't matter. Because we can just take it down again with our dual laser mini beam conduct. I'm going to dodge this particular ion damage, because I want to be able to get oxygen down again as soon as possible. If for some reason they would have hit weapons here, I wouldn't have been able to get oxygen back down as quickly as this, and then they possibly could have gotten away with not getting a crew kill. But yeah, this should go out of oxygen relatively soon now. Here we go, and you can see this is the first room that goes out of oxygen because there was a fire in there. So yeah, that's really cool to see. They have it up again, and yeah, they're never going to be able to repair this. And there we go, crew kill. Very nice. Very, very good. Crew kills are really valuable because they you always get a high scrap reward. You have a chance to find a crew or a weapon, or they're just great in general. So if you have the chance to get a crew kill, go for it. I probably should have repaired or healed up my guys again, but yeah, details. And there we have it, shields. Very good. Oh, cool, lock bomb. That is cool. So the crystal lock bomb is something that is specific to only the crystal cruiser, I think. Only the crystal cruiser starts off with this. But you can find them, like crystal weapons, in rock sectors as well. So yeah, that's really cool to find here. So definitely gonna take shields. We are able to power it, and I think I'm just gonna go 2 shields here because why not? We have enough power for it. It's only 50 scrap, so I think it's just gonna boost our defense a lot more. There's no weapons at this store that I would really like to have. Yeah, this one is alright-ish. Maybe the small bomb would be good. But in general, I think it's not that great. Drone control is something to think about, but I don't think I want a combat drone at this point. I think I'm just gonna bolster my defense a little bit. And then head on out, maybe get some repairs. And I think, and this I'm definitely gonna sell as well, to get some more repairs. Very nice. Very, very good store. Okay, all the guys back into positions. We haven't gotten a lot of training yet, and that's because we didn't have shields, so we couldn't really train our guys. But yeah, that's definitely something that we have to take care of in this sector or the next sector. Our offense is the next thing to focus on, because our defense is really good now. We went from no shields to having 2 shield bubbles and cloaking. So we're good against missiles now. We're good against lasers. So yeah, very, very good. I'm not gonna take this distress beacon. Like I said, we're not very well equipped to deal with distresses. We only have a rock that can deal with distress beacons and a beam weapon. So I'm just gonna take the guaranteed scrap rewards here and just head down this way. Yeah, I'm not gonna give in to slavers. So right here, this ship fight completely safe. We can dodge underneath the missile, and what I'm actually gonna do is drop my 1 shield and put that power into engines, so we have a little bit higher dodge chance. We only need one shield anyway, because they only have 1 laser. And I am gonna try to get another crew kill here, because usually if you get slavers, if you get the slavers event, the chance of finding a crew there are pretty good. I don't think I'm gonna get it because the missile launcher is gonna get in the way. Yeah, I'm not gonna get it, so I'm just gonna kill them. Yeah, so any other option other than a human I would have taken, especially NG, would have been nice for blue options at distress beacons. If I say surrender is not an option, I will get a guaranteed high scrap reward, which is perfect right now. Okay, let's just fire. There we go. High scrap reward. And a asteroid field that doesn't do anything to us anymore because we have shields. Ooh, that is bad. Yeah. I have to get these guys out of there as soon as possible. Okay, they want to get into doors. That's also not great, but acceptable, I guess. Okay, they just got hit. I'm gonna cloak underneath the heavy laser fire. Fire in the meantime, and then just get all of their systems damaged. Head this guy over here, this guy over here. We will not accept surrender. Yeah, because their shields are down now, this should be a relatively easy fight. Yeah, I mean, they can't do anything. In an asteroid field, asteroid fields are just so difficult to deal with. Very good reward. Anti-combat drone, I think, sells for 17 or something like that. Are you gonna be okay? No, I'm just gonna set these guys out of there to get healed up, and just gonna let the rock handle it. So right here in an asteroid field, you don't get any training after you kill their crew. So you're not gonna get any shield training or evasion training. So yeah, there's no point in sitting here indefinitely and just hope for training. Yeah, I would like to go to the store to find a different weapon system, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out with the jumps. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then exit up top. Okay, another boarding event. This one is a little bit easier to deal with because they're going into the med bay, which is pretty good for me. So I'm just gonna keep them in there. Their weapon system can't damage me because I have 2 shields, so I can just run all of these guys over there for my guys to fight in the med bay. Anytime you can fight in the med bay, great opportunity to take care of boarders. I'm gonna try to kill off their crew here. by taking down the oxygen. Yeah, I was hoping for that. I was hoping that he would go for the clone bay first and then focus on the O2. Like I said, we don't have any sort of issues. They might teleport them all back, actually, now that I think about it. Nope, not. Okay, very good. So this is now gonna get repaired. Let's see how this works out, actually. I think the clone bay is alright if it gets repaired. We're just gonna keep the oxygen down here. And right here, this guy is gonna teleport to us pretty soon, I think. Let's see how this works out. Ooh, okay. Well, that's a weapon system. I'll take that. You can keep your crew. No problem whatsoever. Very nice. Okay, burst laser 1. Very, very good. So we now have 4 lasers available to us. We just have to get them online. We just have to get them operational. What is that? 50, 60 scrap? We do have that, but we don't have the power for it. I think I'm just going to keep this combo right now, and in the next sector I'm definitely going to get it online. Maybe I should get some power in the meantime. Okay, scary system. Luckily we have cloaking, so we can take care of that. So we can cloak underneath their volley. Okay, let's get a 4 damage hit in, and then cloak when they come for us. Oh yeah, okay. Again, as soon as you have shields down, that's just game over right there. Okay, they resisted one, but one more asteroid should do it. There we go. Good stuff. We can't, because we're in danger, we cannot upgrade our ship, but we should be able to at this beacon. So we can just either get the burst laser online or just get some more power. I think we may just spend some time to train here because this is a perfect training ship. Gonna run these guys over, kill off their crew. Again, same thing as with the previous fight. As soon as we kill off this crew, they will not board us anymore. So I'm just gonna run all of my guys over, run them back, and now just get some training going. I'm gonna start firing my mini beam, so that I can actually also get my my rock trained a little bit in firing. So every time the mini beam fires, the rock is gonna get some training. And these guys are obviously gonna get training from just dodging. So I should have actually done this earlier, but because we now have shields, we can actually run this guy over to shields and actually also have some shield training going. So what training does is it gives you, just by manning the system, you get 5% evasion. But once you actually get training on them, so like right now my pilot is trained, because of the training that he has, he now gives 7 evasion. And now my engines guy is also trained, so now it's also this guy also gives 2 extra evasion. And the next level is going to give you 3 extra evasion chance. So you can get 10 evasion just from having your engines guy and your piloting guy trained. So very insanely valuable. And the reason why we can train is because this ship has 2 basic lasers which fire very quickly, so we can actually get training rather quickly, and they can never damage us because we have 2 shields. So I'm just gonna sit here for a little bit and yeah, if you have any questions or you have anything that you want to chat about, right now is the time, because there's literally nothing going on except training. So yeah, if you wanna chat, feel free to do so. Okay. I think I may just get this guy trained to shields for the first level. I don't think I will get him trained for the second level as well, because it takes ages to get the shield guy leveled. So I'm just gonna get these guys to level 2, and then that's gonna be that. Okay, the weapons guy is doing pretty well. This guy's almost trained now. This is going well. Nice. The nice thing about evasion chance in general is that once you get to the first level, it gets progressively easier to get more dodges, because you already get 2% dodge when they go from level 0 to level 1. So yeah, it just becomes easier after that, because we would only have 20% evasion chance if these guys were still on level 0, and now we actually have 24. So that's such a massive difference. It's really sick, because the amount of lasers that come at you in this game is just immense. So yeah, if there's any tip that you take away from watching these FTL runs with me, take some time to train. Like, just be on your phone in the meantime, just do other stuff or something, or talk to chat, and yeah, you'll have a much easier time to actually beat the flagship in the end. Okay, only one more point here, 2 more points here. Our weapons guy is trained right now. Shields is almost trained as well. So right now 27% dodge chance because our piloting guy is trained. Let's see. As soon as we get this guy trained, I'm just gonna drop all of my engines so that we train the shield guy only, and then I think I'm good at that point. So only 9 more lasers to hit the shields, and then this guy is trained up as well. I don't know why, but just looking at bars fill up, it's just so satisfying to me. Like, I've always had this also in World of Warcraft or other RPG games. As soon as you see this experience bar just slowly creep up, and then you just fill it up, and you get this next level, it's so satisfying. So right here, I'm just going to take out the power of engines entirely, and because of that, we just drop to 0% dodge chance. So all of the lasers are actually going to hit the shields right now, so that way you can train your shields more efficiently. And there we go. We have successfully trained all of our guys. Let's just finish off their ship now. There we go. Maybe we could have gone for a crew kill here, but I don't know if that was actually a possibility or not. Okay, it probably would not have been. With their FTL charging, it's a very low chance of actually getting a crew kill there. Okay, heal up our guys. Very good. We're in such good shape right now. We found a weapon that we desperately needed for the next sector. We can actually have it operational already. Let's see, I think I want to keep it like this. We have a good engine setup. We have cloaking. We have 2 shields. Pretty sick. Pretty good setup for the next sector. Free scrap, even better. Let's go Uncharted Nebula. We don't have any other choice. And like I said, I want to go I want to go up to the other nebula as well. So that's why I'm gonna take this right here. Now I want to see how am I gonna go about this nebula. I think I'm gonna head up here, see these beacons, and then go down here. This beacon in particular, anytime you see a beacon that has a iron storm on it without a ship fight, that can be an event where upgrading piloting can be useful. And I think actually also upgrading senses, but I'm not entirely certain about that. So we may have already have the capability of getting the good event from this. But just to be sure, I'll just upgrade my piloting anyway. Just to be able to get free crew or free weapon system or something like that. Okay, this is exactly why we needed another weapon system, because 2 shields with a defense drone Mark II, we would not have gotten through this ship with our dual laser mini beam. So very good that we found the burst laser one when we did. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna go into shields right here. We don't need to worry about weapons because they can never hit us anyway. We will not accept surrender, thank you very much. They have 1 laser and 1 beam, so yeah, we're completely safe here. Okay, and again, same volley. Easy peasy, no problem. Okay, let's take another guaranteed ship fight. And this is why long range scanners are so powerful. You just know where the enemies are, and you can just get guaranteed ship fights this way. So this ship actually can hit us, so we do want to be careful on how we go about hitting this ship. Okay, they can't hit us anymore because they can only hit us if both weapons are online. As soon as one goes down, that's done. Fight is over. Good. Easy ship fight, no problem. Gonna go 1, 2, and then head over, I think. Oh my goodness, this is such a scary system. Oh, this is such a scary ship. Holy moly. This is scary on its own, and then on top of that they have this. That's so sick. I want to wait until this fires and then cloak, but I don't think I will be able to. Nah. So I just need to take down the burst laser 2 before. So again, I'm gonna fire into piloting first. If this goes down, then next lasers are guaranteed to hit. So it's just a better way of damaging systems in a certain order. Okay, let's go again in here. Fire like this. Perfect. And that is gonna be it. We can just fire a dual laser, burst laser, doesn't matter. They have their piloting down, and we're guaranteed to hit their ship with our lasers. Gonna go back down. This is most likely an empty jump. Yep, it is. Upgrade my piloting for this event. Maybe event. It can also be different events. It is a different event, and we are not running. We are preparing to fight because I want to get a reward out of this. So right here, I think what we're gonna do is actually do the same thing that we did initially. So they have a beam drone, just like us. And what I'm gonna do here is cloak before they fire. So this is about to fire right now. I'm gonna fire my lasers into their weapons and try to get their beam drone down. And as soon as that didn't work, I'm gonna get my my shield back up and only take 1 damage from their system. So that's a way to basically play around with their offensive capabilities. They can't get through our 1 shield right now, so we're completely safe. So right now I just want to keep these systems down. Well, their mind control doesn't matter if they're dead. Get our oxygen back up and go next. Let's see. Yeah, just gonna go here. Scary ship. That is a very good hack. Very bad for them, very good for me. This heavy laser is absolutely terrifying. I do not want to get hit by that. So I just want to avoid getting hit by that by cloaking and just getting it down. I do need to take this down as soon as possible because their FTL is charging, but right now I can't take damage anymore, so now I can actually just focus on piloting afterwards. So not taking damage is even more important than them not getting away. Their weapon system should charge rather slowly. Their weapon system, their FTL, because we're so early in this sector, because we're only in the 2nd sector, I think. So you don't need to rush to actually kill them before their FTL is fully charged. Okay, let's get to the station. Hell yeah. This is a ship that cannot damage us, so I'm just gonna free fire right here. There's no need for me to do anything. Can this ship damage me? Maybe it can actually. But it doesn't matter. Like they're going down so quickly that it really doesn't matter really. Let's investigate the station. Unfortunately, nothing. Let's go up here. This is a ship that can damage us, but as soon as we take down either weapons or drones, we are completely safe. And they can only damage us if this laser hits and this laser hits and then the beam fires. So it's very tricky for them to hit me. Whereas it's rather easy for me to take down their weapons. And now I'm completely safe. Gonna take down their shields afterwards, together with their piloting. Very good. Okay. Gonna wait for a second here for my mini beam, and then fire. So we have a lot of scrap again, and I'm actually saving up for a store. So I just wanted to have as much scrap as possible before I visit the store. I didn't know that there was going to be a store here. Usually stores are, there can be one store in a nebula, I think, and then one store outside of a nebula, so one of these jumps. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. Exit beacons that are in a nebula will never have an event. So if you're ever diving or something like that, and the exit beacon is in a nebula, you can just that's just a non-event anyway. Okay, let's pump some extra power, and hello there, Kirby. I am actually gonna run you over to doors right now. So Kirby is a slug, and slugs are great because they do two things that are really useful. The first thing is that they can never be mind controlled. So if there's a mind control hitting one of our guys, it can never be this guy. So if the reason why I'm putting him on piloting is just because of that. Because if your pilot gets mind controlled, your dodge chance or your evasion chance drops drastically. But if you can't get mind control, that is never an issue. The other thing is that they actually show you the enemy crew members. Um, and that is quite useful because you can then much easier see what they are doing, if they're repairing, if they're putting out a fire, if they are, which crew is in which room. So yeah, very, very useful. So this event is actually quite scary because if you don't have a rock member, you have to fight the ship. But if you have a rock member, you can just lead them out and just get a high scrap reward for free. So yeah, very, very good. Let's go to the distress beacon and then to the store. I think that should be alright. And maybe we can actually head down afterwards as well still. Sure, I'll give you fuel. Yeah, let's get a high scrap reward again. This run is insane. Good stuff. Let's head to the store. Maybe hope for a good weapon. Maybe like a burst laser too? No. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Sell off the drone. Probably gonna take mind control here, especially with the slug. That is very useful because we can already see the enemy crew on their ship. We already have sensors level 2, but even in a nebula we can still see them. I'm actually thinking about the scrap recovery arm because we're doing so well that it's probably gonna be worth it. Like, we're really far ahead of the curve right now. And I'm thinking about the energy because energies are just amazing. But that is really unnecessary right now. Is there anything else? Maybe some fuel, but nah. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go scrap recovery arm here. I usually never buy this, ever, because it's generally not worth it, especially in a hard mode run, because it increases your scrap gain by 10%, but it actually rounds down. So you would need 500 scrap on its own to get a return on investment for the scrap recovery on, and because it rounds down, it's actually more like 520 to 530, something like that. But like I said, we're getting scrap so quickly that I think we can hold on to this for like 3-4 sectors and then actually make really, like, get a really insane amount of scrap. So unfortunately, this beacon got taken over. So I'm just gonna go exit. But like I said, there's gonna be no event here. I would have liked this beacon to not be taken over, so I can just jump back and then dive them. But that is not the case, unfortunately. Am I gonna go Zoltan Homeworlds? I think I'm not. I think Zoltan Homeworlds is a bait here. So Zoltan Homeworlds, for those that don't know, you can actually get Zoltan shields in this as an event. So there's an event that can give you Zoltan shields, but there's two major reasons why I'm not going to go there. One is we have long range scanners, and this event for the Zoltan Homeworld quest is on an empty beacon. So without any ship fights, without any sun, without anything. So there's no incentive for me with long range scanners to go to these beacons in the first place. So that's one. The second one is, if I go civilian sectors usually have a lot of nebulas, and we already have upgraded piloting to get the nebula event where we can get a weapon or a crew member or something like that. So that is really useful, and we can get a lot of scrap gains from that because there's 50% fleet pursuit in there. So just because of that, I'm gonna go here, and also there's a nebula sector afterwards, which I can also gain a lot of scrap in. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna avoid Zoltan homeworlds here, just for these reasons. I think it's a bait. I'm not entirely certain, but unfortunately, there's only one. There's only one nebula here. That's not too great, but also not too bad. I think we're gonna go. I was thinking to go 1, 2, but there's no connection here, so I'd have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think this is already too late then. I don't want to miss out on all these jumps down here, so I think I'm just gonna go distress and then head down here. Or am I just gonna give up everything here? The thing is, if I go down here, then I can't really have. Then I don't really have a nice way to get back up again. Guaranteed scrap gains, though. So I'm just thinking about distress beacons right now. What can I do there? I have a rock that is quite useful. I have yes, well, I have a beam. So not very useful. So I think I'm just gonna leave these beacons for what it is and actually just chase the scrap around and just get my money's worth that way. That is a scary system. That's a really good. I would love to get that, but yeah, not for 32. That's a scary weapon system. My goodness, we actually need some power as well, because this is not a good weapon system or not a good setup anymore for. We just need some power to power our systems, basically. So right here, I'm gonna mind control this guy. Oh, I fired into shields. I wanted to get weapons down here. It doesn't matter. We have 2 shields up. This beam weapon already fired. No problem whatsoever. Okay, and another volley. Yeah, sure, I'll take a Mantis. We don't really need the scrap right now, but we could use another crewmate. And it's a Mantis, which means another crew member, which means more blue options. Mantises are not that great for crew options, but also Mantises are really great for to deal with borders. So yeah, I'm just gonna take him just to be able to deal with boarding situations much easier. We've recently lost contact with a cargo ship. Construction. Yeah, sure, we can help you out. No problem. Okay. Lots and lots of ship fights and a store here. I think I might just go 1, 2, 3 and then head back up here. We are definitely gonna dive this sector. 100%. Because there's a beacon that is a bit further down. And what diving means is that we're gonna let the fleet pursuit actually overtake the beacon, and then jump from this beacon into the exit beacon, which means that we get a few more jumps that can have scrap for us. Let's just go to the store right now. I don't think we have anything to sell off, if I remember correctly. Wait, that's a burst laser 1. That is pretty good. Do I want that? I don't think so. I think I want something with a little bit more oomph. Yeah, we have nothing to sell off. What to do? So, I'm not going to take the burst laser 1 because let's have a look at what we have right now. We have 2 lasers. We have 2 lasers, and with the whole laser 1, well, with the burst laser 1, we have 2 more. So that would mean 6 lasers in 1 volley. That is not great if you are late game. So I want more lasers for more power because we only have 3 spots to install our laser weapons on. What I am gonna buy, however, is hacking. Hacking is great. It's a great offensive and defensive tool. I've said this many times in my run. If you have these three systems, if you have cloaking, mind control, and hacking, you're very well prepared for the flagship fight. So I'm just gonna take that. Probably gonna take this jump here. I'm wondering if I should even take this. This ship fight is gonna be really, really tough. We don't have anything. We can't get another power bar. I don't know. I'm gonna skip it. It's half fleet pursuit. Okay, fuck it. Let's just see. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. That is not too bad. Okay, I'm just gonna keep all of my weapons online, and then I'm gonna cloak this laser here. That is fine, even if they hit, doesn't really matter, and then hit their weapons. And go like this, and take down their weapons, and we're completely fine. And here's something that we can do. Because of mind control, there's a fire in here. You could see their animation there. And now I can actually mind control one of them so that we can keep fighting in this room while the fire can spread. So yeah, very, very powerful mind control tactics there. I'm gonna fire some more into there and finish them off like that. Very good. Get my oxygen back up. There's another store right here, which also means then that we probably won't encounter any more stores in the rest of the sector. Yeah, I'm just gonna reject your offer, thank you. Get my stuff back online. I need to get this. Oof. Okay, right here, again, they only have one laser, but one big ass missile. So I just need one shield bubble heal to have better dodge chance, and I had 95% dodge chance. Please, that is so sick. 95. Okay, 1 in 20, I guess, but my god. Yeah, okay, so we still got hit with 95% dodge chance. I mean, it happens. It's not that big a deal because, like I said, this laser is only a one damage laser, so it's not that big a deal. But still, it's just like, come on. Let's try and get this shield bubble back online before the laser hits. Nope, but we dodged it. Okay, 20% dodge chance is apparently enough to dodge this laser, but not the big ass missile that is coming in. Let's see. Just gonna keep on firing like this. Just gonna keep the weapons down. Okay. Nope, not gonna accept surrender. Gonna heal my guy back up. Okay. And I think I'm gonna get a few more power bars here because I am very, very low on power right now. Good stuff. There's so much scrap in this sector. Okay, 2 missiles. Let's see if they're the same. I think this one is a Artemis and this one is a Leto from the charge times. Yeah, but we can dodge both of them with 95% dodge chance, which should be enough, really. Let's try to get this thing down, and actually also gonna, while we are firing, we are Oh, there we go. Hi there. How you doing, man? So while we are firing, we are gonna mind control their pilot, because then their dodge chance goes down. We're gonna fire into their weapons and into shields. And I mean, this was best case scenario. Both of their missiles goes down, while their laser weapon, which we can dodge which we can block with our shields, stays up. And right now we can just take down their weapons even further. Very, very, very good. Yeah, this. I mean, they're just done at this point. Just gonna fire here. We will not accept surrender. Thank you very much. 36 scrap. That is such an insane amount of scrap for this sector, and that is also because of the scrap recovery arm that we bought. Just a really, really good purchase in certain situations. Okay, really scary weapon system again, but I think the ship should be fairly easy to deal with. Don't even think we need to mind control anything here. Yeah, we can just deal with it like that. And actually, I'm just gonna mind control this guy right now. Maybe we can get a crew kill here because of the boarding drone. Or because of this anti-personnel drone. Okay, FTL charging, that's not great. It's not great at all. Yeah, I don't think we can get it actually now that I see that. They're just gonna repair their okay, I'm gonna take that. That is great. That's fucking sick, man. Okay, like anytime you see a weapon or something like that, you usually take it. Just because it's so valuable. You can sell it off at the next store, get a lot of scrap for it. So what did I get? 37 or something, plus the iron bomb, which also sells for another 30 or something. So yeah, very, very big scrap event. Let's go into the next ship fight. Okay. So a Charge Laser 2 can be a rather scary ship. Can be a rather scary weapon system, but it usually isn't, because every time it charges, it has a 12.5% chance to fire, which means that it rarely charges all the way. But yeah, it can, so do be aware of that. And yeah, just gonna mind control the guys in there again. So they have a firebomb that they fired at our weapons. We have a rock in there, which is really good at taking out fires. But I'm just gonna run some guys over to take care of the fire even quicker. In the meantime, I'm just gonna try to fire into their weapon systems again, just to keep this charge laser down, just in case. Medbay is also not great, but also not a big deal if there's a fire in there. Our Mantis alone will not be able to take care of it, because they repair so quick and so slowly. So right here, I think I'm just gonna fire like this to get them off of weapons and off of piloting actually. Yeah, not gonna accept surrender. Okay, the fire is spread, that's not great. We're probably gonna take 1 damage here, yep. Because the system goes down. This one misses this firebomb. Okay, and now again firing into weapons because they repaired their weapons. Great. 30 scrap. It said in the text we got 33. So yeah, that is how the scrap recovery arm works. It just increased the amount that you see on the screen in front of you. So in the text box. Maybe we don't even need to dive here, but I definitely like to dive here. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then to the exit. One thing that we do have to note is that, yeah, sure, attack the rebels. Ooh, scary ship. Okay, I'll have a think about how I'm gonna handle this. So they have three shields. That's already pretty scary. But on top of that, they have a burst laser 2 and a charge laser. And especially the burst laser 2 can be really scary. So I think I'm going to use my hacking module here. They also have a teleport and an ASB is charging. I didn't even see that. Oh my goodness. Okay, well this is getting out of hand pretty quickly. Luckily we have cloaking, so we can probably deal with this in an alright way. I don't want to take my guy off of doors right now because they want to get into oxygen, and I just vented out this room so that they can suffocate a little bit more, so that they're at a lower HP when they actually start fighting my crew. So right now they are in this room and they're gonna fight my mantis. So now I can actually let my guy off the doors as well. Close these doors so my mantis doesn't suffocate in the meantime. Gonna take down shields here and then fire into their weapons as soon as possible. I think it's gonna take down one more shield. Nope, it doesn't. Mind control their pilot and fire into their weapons as such. And there we go. That basically took care of them. And now we can drop one of our shield bubbles so that we can dodge underneath the ASB fire. Hopefully, 90% dodge chance. There we go. We dodged the ASB. I don't think I just want to wait for hacking here just to get this just to get their shields down again. This time I want to fire into shields because their weapons are already down, and fire my beam weapon like that. Perfect. The ASB is still pretty scary, so I definitely don't want to stay here for too long. But we have our cloak coming up again. We're just gonna cloak right there. Maybe we can actually get a crew kill here. There's a lot of fires going on and they still need to get out of this room. Okay. Yeah, we can get a crew kill. Good. So their last guy got stuck in the hacked room. So hacked rooms, the doors are blocked, as you can see here. They're different color. And yeah, really good ship fight. We got 37 here, which is 40 with our scrap corby arm. 26 turns to 28. Really good event. Amazing event even. Scary with the ASB and their weapon system, but yeah, very lucrative, as you can see. Before the ASB fires, we're gonna get out of here. And yes, I would like to get some fuel. Thank you very much. So we were running low on fuel a little bit there, so I'm just got a little bit of a refresher. So I'm gonna go head to the exit beacon first. Let's repair 5 damage. We don't need any more than that, I would say. And I don't think I'm going to take these 2 beacons anymore. So I think the next jump is going to overtake this jump. And I'm not going to just take this one jump and then jump back. Because you can run into a lot of issues when you jump back into an overtaken beacon like this. So I think I'm just going to leave here. Gonna go into the Slug Nebula, I think. Let's see, Slug Nebula, we have Mind Control that we can counter. Missiles that we can counter with Cloaking. In a Rock Homeworlds, what would we get? We do have a Rock, that's good. I don't know. I don't think we can get anything here that is of sufficient value to us. I think the nebula beacons are just too powerful at this point. We can make use of our long-range scanners really well. Just gonna see if there's a store, and there is. So yeah, I'm gonna go store and then just head back up here. We do have to get these this route here. Wow, there's no connection between these two jumps. That's pretty sick. So yeah, let's go to the store, see if there's a good weapon system there. We would like to get a upgrade to that as soon as possible, but it doesn't look like there is. Yeah, there's nothing really here. I'm gonna sell the iron bomb, 27 scrap. Really amazing. So this scrap gain is actually not increased by from any resource. I didn't know that. No, 27. See? Oh, it's usually 25 and now it's 27. Okay, that's the way it comes. So yeah, very good. Very. That's a lot of scrap that we got there. So I'm thinking right now of getting another shield bubble. But like I said, I do think our offense is lacking a little bit. So what I'm gonna do instead is actually gonna take hacking and get that online. And that way we're gonna be able to take down 3 shield ships by just using a hacking part. So our mind control is going to be completely useless, probably in this sector, except for counter mind controlling our guys, because they just have slugs on their ship and they cannot be mind controlled. Gonna hack their shields. We have a lot of hacking parts, of drone parts. I mean, so we probably won't have any issues with spending them. Gonna get their shields down. I should have done it a little bit earlier. I don't think it's gonna matter too much. But okay, let's see how we're gonna hit this. Probably something like that. Their missile is still online. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. We can just dodge it with our cloak, hopefully. Just gonna go into weapons again. Perfect. Okay, there we go. Very nice. So right here, this is a very frequent message that you get in a slug sector. You can let them live to probably gain coordinates to like a secret location or something like that. I cannot remember. This has to do with the slug to unlock the slug cruiser. So there's the slug cruiser event. You see this very often, and usually they just get away, but sometimes they give you an extra quest, which then gives you the option to unlock the slug cruiser. In this case, we will not accept surrender because I just want the scrap. And one thing that we should have done in the previous before the previous fight was actually to upgrade our medbay and our oxygen. Slugs are really nasty creatures, just really nasty. Sometimes they hack your oxygen and then you have to fight in an oxygenless environment, or wow, this is a scary ship. Holy moly. Sometimes they also sometimes they also hack your medbay so that and then they start boarding your ship so that you can't heal your crew. So yeah, really nasty. And just by upgrading them once, you can avoid all of these issues. So right here, this is a really interesting ship because if you see this ship layout, then you can usually get a crew kill because the oxygen room is completely shut off from the rest of the ship, as well as this engine room. So this engine room doesn't have a door, and this oxygen room neither. So these 3 rooms are completely separate from this room and this room. Which means that if you can get to a situation where this ship can't kill you and you damage the oxygen, then you can just wait for the oxygen to run out and get a crew kill. And because of that, I'm gonna actually hack weapons here instead of hacking shields like I would usually do to get a ship like this down. Because if you hack a ship like this and their weapons are down, it's gonna take longer for them to repair this weapon system if it's hacked. So right now he's working on the shields anyway, but if he wasn't, then it would now take longer for him to repair this. So right here he wants to get into the weapons room. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna fire one more in there. Their FTL is charging. I don't really care. They're not gonna get online again. I do want to get some training on my on Kirby, on my slug. So I'm just gonna leave this thing up. I think we should have enough dodge chance for us to not take damage. I mean, there's obviously always the chance that we take damage, but I think it should be alright. So this is even better for us because, like I said, there's a 12.5% chance for them to fire every single time they charge, and like this, you can see we dodge a lot of these shots. Also, we get some shield training still, so that's really nice. And right now, we're just waiting for the oxygen to run out. One thing you can also do with hacking, for instance, is hack oxygen. And the oxygen is already out, actually. That's really, really good. So good. So we may need to cloak here in a bit. Nope, we do not. Just lots and lots of dodges, and you can see this guy is just getting trained so quickly. 49 scrap, 53. So sick. So sick. Absolutely insane. And I'm really glad that I didn't spend all of my scrap, because there's a store here. Very nice. Okay, a store with a whole lot of nothing. That is unfortunate. I'm thinking about the backup battery here. It's not very useful right now, but it's gonna be useful later. So it's basically the equivalent of having 2 power bars. Our power bars are 30 right now. So yeah, we're getting 2 power bars or 2 temporary power bars for 35. So it's still worth it, but we already have a lot of weapon power, and I would like to get some more shield power right now. We can probably get it after one more fight, but yeah, we do have to get it. Let's inquire about the specialty. Yeah, we do not need another sensor upgrade, so I'm just gonna decline and move on. Let's see how this connects up. Okay. A 3 shield ship that can damage us, but only very rarely. That should not be too difficult to take care of for us. So we're just gonna hack shields. Fire into weapons afterwards. Yep, there we go. Gonna fire like... Am I gonna get a crew kill here? Maybe. I'm just gonna try to get a crew kill because they only have one. Yes, very good. There's a fire in here and the oxygen is down. So if this doesn't go down anymore, that would be amazing. So I'm gonna try to get this NG to get mind controlled, because then the Mats will just take care of him. And yeah, there we go. The Mantis should be able to take care of this NG now. And this mantis cannot repair the oxygen quick enough. So this should just be a crew kill at this point. So the oxygen here is still down. Okay, so the oxygen here is still down, so they're never going to be able to repair this in time. Not even with a med bay. Okay, that's bad. I hope that my mind control comes back quick enough. Yes, it does. Very good. Okay, okay. Now the engine should just go down, and at that point they should not be able to repair this anymore. Very nice. Very nice. Just being patient here paid off really well. So this is still oxygenless room. This one is gonna run low again. Gonna run into here. I think even if they get this operational again, I can just hack them. The oxygen is down already. We can see it in this room here. Okay, they did repair it in the end, but I don't think it matters because by just firing in there again, we should be able to take care of them. So this is quite unfortunate actually, that they have a med bay, because now this guy is healing in the med bay, but if I can just mind control him, and he will either punch down the med bay, which is good, because then he can't heal anymore, and he's gonna take damage because now he's counted as an enemy, and they don't heal in that med bay. So yeah, very good, nice. Next event, we should have probably gotten upgraded our shield here. Don't think it matters too much. So this is a slug that is going to use fire weapons on us, and is actually hacking our doors. Very annoying, but yeah, not more than annoying actually, just a bit eh. So this is a firebomb. That's basically what this is telling me. Because I don't see a fire beam, I know that this has to be a firebomb. Mind control is completely useless here, so I'm just gonna drop the power into here. I'm gonna start hacking, fire into their weapon system whenever possible. And again, same layout as the other ship, so I know that if I damage oxygen here, then I should be completely fine to take this thing down. There are fires in here because the firebomb, but again, it shouldn't really matter. Gonna go into weapons here. I'm gonna cloak to not get hit by this firebomb. Don't want to get hit again. Gonna try and get their weapons down even further. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and now we just wait. As you can see, the repair rate is just super slow, and that's just because we hacked their weapon, their shield system. So yeah, it's gonna take a long time for them to repair this, and even after they repair it, they still have to get out of the room. Which is also not too easy, but I think I'm just gonna fire in 2 more times here, just for him to not leave this room. So what would have happened there if he would have left the room? He would have gone into weapons and then repaired that, and then would have had to deal with fire beams again and shit like that. I just don't want to deal with it. As long as they have 1 HP, that's completely fine for me. They're just gonna run out of oxygen pretty soon. Yeah, there we go. And now it's just a matter of time before they are dead. In this ship layout, I would always try to go for a crew kill. Crew kills are just so valuable. Okay, high scrap reward again, 55 scrap, that is insane. Let's go here, follow the scrap. Oxygen event. Okay, so this is exactly the event that I mean. So we only have this blue option because we have level 202, and we could counter it with hacking, but the problem is that we can't use hacking then to damage their ship. So I'm just gonna try to squeeze in some extra power into the oxygen system. And now I can't use level 202, but I still have oxygen in my I still have oxygen left operational. So yeah, very powerful. They have a beam. They have a fire beam. So they're trying to do some fire damage to us. Shouldn't be that big of a deal, to be honest. Again, just trying to damage oxygen here, and then their weapon system. Unfortunately, we didn't get their weapon system down, but we should be able to cloak down this. 97% dodge chance. That's a lot of dodge. Okay, try to get the oxygen down and the missile. Perfect. And yeah, now it's again just a matter of waiting, and we can never take damage from this beam weapon. So I'm just gonna try to keep this shields down as long as possible. And I think this should already do it. They're gonna repair so slowly that that should just be enough. Just gonna swap out my my battery, my headphones. Let's see. Good stuff. Okay, oxygen should almost be running out. And yeah, even if he goes back into repairing the weapon system right now, it shouldn't matter. This type of ship layout is really, really good. Like, that's one of the big advantages of being in slug slug nebulas, or also a slug homeworld, for instance. Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, so my friend just commented that he doesn't know how this game actually works, and he's playing League in the meantime. But yeah, I'm assuming that most of the people that come to my stream will have some idea of how FTL actually works, so that's why I'm not going over like all of the basics and stuff like that. Like, this is more of an informational stream for people that have played FTL and are basically struggling with finishing a run or something like that, and they just need some input to get a high percentage of runs to the exit. yeah, exactly, with snails, exactly. So this, again, why we upgraded the med bay earlier. And we have this blue event now just because we have the extra power in med bay. Or the upgraded med bay, I should say. And yeah, I'm just gonna try to squeeze some more power in there. They're gonna mind control one of my guys, which is not nice, but I can just counter mind control. Gonna set my mantis over and my human to take care of the borders. Hack shields, like, it's just gonna be same procedure as the previous fights, I would say. 2 basic lasers, I'm not too happy about that, but it is what it is. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I was hoping for this thing to go down. My slug almost went down there. I need to dodge this missile desperately. Very nice, I did. Now I'm just gonna heal up my guys because my medbay is still functional due to the extra power that I put in there earlier. I'm gonna try to fire here into all of these systems again, and their missile is down. Perfect, perfect fight, absolutely perfect. So we're gonna hack their shields again, their thingy should come online pretty soon again. Their mind control. And yeah, just gonna fire into weapons. I just don't want their weapons to come back up. As long as I don't take damage in this event, that's completely fine for me. If it takes longer, I mean, it is what it is. Okay, and 2 more damage should do it, so this should be a kill. Very nice. Can be a very scary event. Very nice reward. My goodness, 53 scrap. That's so much. I really hope for a store right here. And I'm definitely gonna upgrade my shield capabilities. We have so much scrap. At this point, it should not matter at all when we find a store. We just have to find some type of weapon system upgrade. Yeah, let's attack. I mean, very scary weapon system. Burst Laser 2 and Burst Laser 3. They don't time out very well. And we're completely safe from the Burst Laser 3 now due to our 3rd shield bubble. But, okay. Oh, that's bad. So my medbay is on fire right now, so I'm just gonna vent out the air in there. In the meantime, I'm just gonna hack their weapon system. Cloak underneath this Burst Laser 3 fire. Fire into weapons, and I think I'm gonna fire like this. Just because I want shielding and weapons to go down. And one thing that is interesting to note here is that we can see the amount of power that they have into shields. If I do 1 damage to shields, their 2nd shield bubble will go down, and I will have a much easier time to hit them. Which means that if I fire my beam weapon here, then in the future we will only have one shield to deal with. So that's really valuable to note here. I'm gonna mind control the rocks so that our things are easier to hit. There's a fire in here. You can see it from the animation of the human. The fire is out in our ship, so I'm just gonna get my mantis in there to repair it and my human. And as you can see, no more shield bubble there. Or oh shit, they have cloak. Didn't see that they were cloaking there. So I shouldn't have fired there. That was a mistake. They're probably not gonna. I'm not gonna get a crew kill here. Maybe I am. Maybe. So I'm just gonna try to get a crew kill. I mean, I'm not expecting to get one, but I mean, I can give it a go. Their oxygen is down, and there's still a fire going on in this room, and in this room apparently. So I just want oxygen to be leaving these rooms here. Okay, that was a really good mind control. I don't want this to go down. I do not want this to go down. If this goes down, they only have one hull left. Then they're just dead. And okay, there's a fire in here again, which is not too great. But I think it also means that there's no more oxygen in here. Yes, I think it does mean that. This guy is really low now. I really hope that this doesn't go down. And I really hope that this doesn't go yellow, because we knew that there was fires in here. So if this spreads to this engine room and they take 1 more damage, then they're dead. We can't kill them at that point. But I think we're safe when we have a crew kill, because this room is out of oxygen. This room is probably out of oxygen because there was a fire in there earlier. And yeah, we should be safe. Very nice. Crew kill. Okay, another one. Sick shizzle. Let's go over here. We have a lot of scrap to spend, so I really hope... think we can lose a crew here. I'm not entirely certain. Let's get closer. The slug cruiser and a rock ship in a standoff, both with weapons armed, ready to fight. You can intervene. Let's hail them. Oh. So I think if you offer up to pay the rock's debt, there's a chance that they will just leave and you will just be down 11 scrap. I think if you demand the rock to pay the agreed upon price, you can take some damage to your ship and fight the rock or the slug afterwards. But I think I vaguely seem to remember that this was the best option in this scenario. Oh yeah, well that is what I was afraid of. But I think you also have the option then to get a double reward. But I'm not entirely certain about that. Yeah, maybe I should look these up and in the future whenever I encounter events that I don't usually encounter. So I'm gonna go here, and then here. We should be able to dive pretty comfortably. Our piloting is okay. Our piloting is our pilot is almost trained fully, so our FTL is going to charge really quickly. This is always tricky. Like, you can never trust slugs. Like, if take this away from any sort of interactions you have with slugs in this game, but this can give you a store, and I really want a store. So let's see. Before explain some ground rules, these are dangerous times. Yes. Yeah, sure. Let's have our slug crew members have an investigation. Oh yeah. That's the advantage of having a slug crew member in a slug sector. They can sniff out these bastards a mile away. And yeah, this should be a fairly easy ship, I think. Their weapon system can sort of damage us, but only if all 3 iron weapons hit. So it's only a very, very low percentage chance. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fire into shields here, and then fire into O2 and into weapons with my beam, and now we're completely safe. We can just constantly counter mind control the guy that they mind control, so we're completely safe. And in the meantime, we can just fire into systems like such. Yeah, sure. You can charge all you want, but you will not get away. Let's just fire into... Yeah, we will not accept surrender, not after you pull that stunt. Thank you very much for the scrap. Yeah, okay, we're gonna be able to do 1, 2, and then head to the exit beacon. I think I'm just gonna upgrade my engines a little bit here. I'm not gonna put any power in them, because we have the backup battery that we are currently not using very efficiently. I'm gonna get 1 more power bar because this one only gives 2. And yeah, then I'm just gonna head up. Because we have cloaking, we should be pretty alright. Okay, that's really cool. I don't think I've had this in a while, and I completely forgot about this. Let's scan for survivors. Despite the crewman is able to pick up faint. Yeah, assist the survivor, and we have advanced med bay. Oh my goodness! Because we have advanced med bay, we can actually get ourselves a Zoltan. That is amazing. Very, very good. Okay, we're gonna get the Zoltan into shields, which is basically another power bar for us. There's also some neat tricks you can do with this power bar. So you can, for instance, if you have cloaked and you need another power for some reason, So let's say we cloaked right here. You can take power in and out of systems by running this guy in and out of the room. Really, really neat stuff. Really good that we have advanced medbay and also the slug to find him in the first place. Oh, this is also a great event. So they offer you some drink, you know, to join into the alliance, but we can have the Rock have a drink it, and you don't lose a crew. I think if you play it out normally, then you lose a crew because the drink they give you is poisonous. Like these slugs, you can never trust them. That's really the bottom line of interacting with slugs. But so that here your crew was able to identify heavy anesthetic contained in the flask. It feels slightly drowsy. The Rock digestive system is very robust. I just love that they add that. But yeah, it's just another ship fight. Hacking shields again. Really glad that we got our upgraded hacking system, because without that we would have been so dead against these ships. Gonna cloak underneath the missile fire into weapons, and then get some hits in on their weapon systems. Very good. This is unnecessary because we cannot mind control anything. I don't think we will be able to hit here. Oh, we are. Well, that's great. Let's hit for like this then. We do not accept surrender. There's a fire in here. You can see it by the animation. Let's get their shields down again. And then we just finish them off. Perfect. Okay, are we ready for a dive? I think we are. Oh my goodness, only one more and our slug is already trained. That is so good. I'm thinking about if I should upgrade my other systems, but I think for now I'm good. So because this is a exit beacon in a nebula, we will not be encountering an ASB here, which is really good because you don't want to deal with ASBs in these types of situations. Let's have this guy over and then this guy to deal with the borders. I don't even think I'm gonna spend a hacking part here. We only have 12 more, and I can just cloak underneath the missile fire and be completely fine. And there's our training. Very nice. Just gonna heal up my guys real quick. Gonna cloak underneath the missile, and I'm out of here. So I'm not gonna kill the ship. Killing the ship will only give you one. Fuel, so there's no point in actually killing it. We're definitely gonna go NG homeworlds. NG sectors in general give you 2 to 3 stores on average, and we definitely want a store to upgrade our really bad weapon system at this point. We do have the scrap recovery arm still and the FTL jammer. Oh yeah, I mean it's bullshit. It basically takes the enemy FTL to charge longer before they can jump away, but it's only applicable in ship fights where the FTL they actually want to jump away, so it's completely useless actually. I am gonna go here, but we don't have an NG, so we may not be able to do a lot of the distress beacon thingies. Beam weapons, very good. Because we have the mini beam, we are able to do this. Yeah, I think we're just looking for a store right now, and then hope that we get a lot of scrap in between. 8 the civilian ship is great. You can get a double reward there if you are lucky. So yeah, let's just hope that we get a double reward. Very, very easy ship. Very surprised actually that this ship is so easy, because the previous ones in the previous sector were so much more difficult. Gonna dodge the missile, fire into their weapons, fire up the backup battery for the mind control the what's it called? The pilot there to ensure that our weapons actually hit. And yeah, they won't be able to take care of this. They're two mantises. Let's see. I'm wondering how I should approach this, because I think I can get a crew kill here pretty easily. Let's try this. Okay, that was decent. Let's try this. I wanted to have the O2 down, and I think now I'm gonna mind control one of like the NG here, especially when he's trying to repair it. Okay, that's good. Okay, I think there should be a crew kill now. They could repair the O2 in time. I'm not entirely certain, but they may be able to. In which case, I will just fire in there once more, and then that should also take care of them. I don't think I need to be afraid of this. This is a stun ball. It only does one. Okay. Good. He's dead actually. Oh, then I can just kill right off the bat with this. So they had one more. So they had two more hull there, and I know that every laser that you fire into a room does 15 damage to crew, and he had less than 15 health. So I was able to kill him off straight away without waiting for the oxygen to run out. Let's contact the civilian ship. They got away while we were distracted. Unfortunate, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Again, really just hoping to find a store. Yeah, sure, let's inquire. Again, sensors, definitely not. There's our store. Very, very nice. Oh, let's hope for weapons. Please give me weapons. Okay, it's a flag 1. Okay. Okay, we found weapons. That's for sure. FTL jammer can go. I'm definitely gonna buy the flak 1. I'm not sure if I want to get rid of my mini beam, or if I want to get the hull beam here. I may just get the hull beam. So definitely gonna get the flak 1. Flak 1 is considered to be the second best weapon, I would say. I think the best weapon is the burst laser 2, with 3 projectiles for 2 power, at 12 seconds charge time. So this is 3 projectiles, 2 power, 10-second charge time, but you have an area where you hit, so it's not as accurate as the burst laser 2, but still very, very good find. Now the question becomes, do we want these 2 weapon systems as well? I think this one is a hard no, but the hull beam might be interesting actually. The hull beam does more damage than the mini beam to systemless rooms, so it does 2 damage instead of just 1. But I'm not sure. I am honestly not sure. Let's see, is there any other stores? I don't see any other stores. So yeah, let's just save our scrap for the next store and then see what we get there. I think that's the best way to go forward. I'm gonna upgrade my weapon power by 1 and gonna get my flak in there instead of the mini beam. I am gonna keep the mini beam though. I can still see it being valuable at some point. But right now we have, what is it, 3, 5, 7 projectiles, and we are encountering 3 shield ships, so that should be completely fine. We don't really need the 10 scrap or something that the mini game will give us, so yeah, there's no point of selling it. Okay, so this is the virus event. If you have an NG here, you can send over the NG to assess the virus, and you lose the NG in the process, but once you beat the ship, you actually get the NG back, and it's fully trained in everything. So really, really good event. I am gonna try to reprogram the virus. Okay. Oh my goodness, that's so sick. What the frick? 12 hull points repaired, and a reactor upgrade, and an augment. What? How sick is that? Okay, well, that's really good. Yeah, I mean that's pretty useless for me, but really good sale value. My goodness, that's pretty sick. So let's have a look. I do want to see what these bottom things and what these bottom jumps are, because I want to see if there's a store there. Let's see if we can help. Okay, well, apparently they didn't want our help. Yeah, I think we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then see whatever, however many jumps I still have after that. I do want to get a bit more scrap before finding the next, getting to the next store. What do they hack? Our engines. I mean, an engine hack is not great, but I think I would want to have my engines online. Yeah. So right here, I'm going to hack their piloting, actually. And the reason for that is... Oh my. Okay, that system is done. They really wanted my backup battery down. The reason for that is we have a lot of projectiles right now. And we can probably take down their weapon system just by firing a volley into their weapons. So they do have this shield overcharger drone, which is not great, which I'm not really a fan of, but yeah, there's nothing we can do. And it gives them one bar of a Zoltan shield, basically. Very good. Right here, I'm just gonna mind control this guy. There's nothing I could have done to prevent this system from going down, so I just didn't even bother. I can prevent this from going down. Again, I'm gonna try to kill off their weapons here. And we did. Very good. Yeah, the shield overcharge is not very nice, but we have our hack coming back up. I'm gonna fire already, hack now, and then fire into the weapons again. So far, a very good fight. I'm very happy with how I played this so far. I'm gonna try and kill this guy off in the meantime. Okay, very good. That is not great. Yeah, they're just gonna keep sending over boarding drones. One thing that we can do actually, and that is quite interesting, is opening all doors. Now you can see the oxygen going down very, very slowly because we have level 202. So that's again another advantage of having level 202 there. Okay, just gonna keep the weapons down again. The missile is the only thing that can damage us realistically, so just want to keep that down as much as possible. And there we go. Good fight. good freaking fight. Get this operational again. Repair this. As soon as this breach is repaired, I'm just going to open up the doors to let oxygen back in. Get my guys healed up again, and we out of there. Do you want to feel more popular? No, I do not. Oh. Okay. Nothing interesting there. Let's get our guys back to the original positions. Gonna get this jump back in. Yeah, sure. Let's accept free fuel. Get to the store. Hopefully, a burst laser 2. No, unfortunate. I think I'm gonna buy an NG here. We have nothing else that we may want to get, so I think I would just get that because I want to be able to repair things quicker on my ship, and there's actually a repair NG here that is already trained in repairing. So gonna get the NG here. It's really not mandatory at all. It's just a nice thing to have. I'm gonna get him into doors because I want to be able to, like, in case there's a boarding situation, I want my Mantis and my human to go over there and fight them. I don't want my Zoltan to fight them because they have low HP. So I just want these guys to be available to me, and sensors is really not something that I care about too much. So yeah, I can just reorganize them like that. Let's see. Yeah, improved sensors. Let's look around the wreckage. Okay, free scrap, not too bad. I may just take this because it's a free jump. Our piloting and our engines guy are fully trained. We have a lot of power in engines. We have cloaking to dodge the ASB. So I think there's just free scrap for us at this point. Like, we're so strong right now. Okay, our shield guy is also trained right now. Really, really amazing. So I'm just gonna dodge underneath the burst laser 2 fire here. No, I'm gonna fire into here actually. Dodge with a thingy. Mind control the weapons guy so that it doesn't repair. So we have a very, very fast firing weapon system right now with the Flak 1 and the two laser weapons. So that is definitely something that's really powerful. But also, yeah, we don't have enough lasers. That's the only issue that I have with this. So I would like to find a beam weapon, like a halberd beam or something like that. That would really be a great addition to my current weapon system. Am I gonna go double dive? I mean, that's a bit ambitious, eh? Let's go back here. So one thing that I quite dislike about my current setup is that we're not utilizing our backup battery very efficiently. I mean, it is what it is, but still, I mean, if we're not using it, then what's the point of having it, right? Okay, their missiles went down. Should just be able to actually get out of here before any ASB fires. Perfect. Definitely gonna go civilian controlled. Just more stores for us to get good stuff at. Gonna help out my NG like that. Heal up my other guys. So here's something that you can do in FTL that most people don't know about, is that you can actually heal more than 3 people at a time. And it's just by running your guys through the med bay. As you can see, fully healed up crew. And yeah, just a very, very useful tip in case of situations where you don't have O2, for instance, on your ship, and you need to wiggle around your crew. Yeah, just very, very good way to heal up more than 5 crew members. More than 3 crew members. I'm sorry. Let's see. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna counter mind control. Okay. Okay, what am I gonna do here? I think I'm gonna hack piloting. So we have 7 projectiles, right? They have 3. They only have 3 shield bubbles, so I should be completely fine if I fire like this. And then fire into weapons. And there we go. Took care of it all. No problem. Get my NG to help out with the repairs. I mean, that's why I got him in the first place. The rest of the things are completely irrelevant to me. So I'm just going to fire into piloting to get it down. A miss on the small bomb. And this should just take care of it. Yeah, there we go. Easy peasy. Okay, heal up my guys. Yes, yes. Good stuff. Man, we're getting so much value out of our scrap recovery arm. I'm really glad that we bought it this early. Like I said, I usually don't buy it because in general, in hard mode FTL, it's not worth it to buy it. But we were so far ahead of the curve in the beginning of the game that this just helps us to stay ahead. And as you can see from the amount of upgrades that we have gotten since then, it's just been amazing. And we still have 260 scrap to spend as well. Okay, yeah, that's one of the downsides of having loads of people in a room. Stuff like that is going to happen where... oh, that's unfortunate. our hacking part, our drone part got hit by a asteroid and got killed that way. That is quite unfortunate. Like, they can damage us, but it's only because they are in a asteroid field. And it's a very, very low percentage chance. So I think I'm just gonna fire into their shields right here to get their shields down. Yeah, very good. The mind control, counter mind control. No problem. Okay, very, very nice. A fire in there, that's great. So and the next volley goes into their weapons, so that we definitely don't take any damage. Yeah, counter mind control again. Their FTL is still charging, so I definitely want to take care of that. Yeah, we do not accept surrender. Thank you very much. 53 scrap. Absolutely insane amounts of scrap right there. Loads and loads and loads of ship fights. That is great. I do want to see what is down here. I don't want to miss a store. Okay. Gonna hack shields here. One thing that is interesting to note here is that the rock can't actually get into their teleporter now because we hacked in time. Their weapon system can damage us, so I'm just gonna fire into weapons here. And actually, just because I can, I'm gonna mind control their mantis, so they don't come to our ship. Fire into shields now to take care of their shields. We may get a crew kill here, but it's very, very unlikely. Just because they have the med bay and everything, so I'm not even gonna bother with that. Instead, I'm just gonna focus on killing them. In an asteroid field, we should be pretty quick to do that. 55 scrap. Yeah, we don't have a lot of scrap at all. So this is not a store, so one of these jumps here will be a store. So I'm thinking of going 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I'll just avoid this quest. Man, we have so much scrap. We need a store though. I think this is not even the last sector, isn't it? I should save this guy here. Get a shield hack going again. Redistribute the power. Gonna cloak underneath that. Don't want to get hit by that missile. Let's see, how do you fire this like that? Okay, there's a fire in there as well. That's great. Absolutely great. Yeah, let's counter mind control. I think their weapons are going down regardless. Okay, one guy went down. It doesn't matter, they have a clone base, so he's not gonna stay down. I just don't want to get hit by this missile launcher. That's all I'm trying to do right now. So I'm gonna try to get this NG down at some point. Yeah, very good. Unfortunately, this didn't go down, but we still have cloaking, so we're still pretty safe. That is unfortunate. I was distracted, so I didn't see the missile coming in. It doesn't really matter, but I mean, it's not great to miss something like that. Unfortunately, the missile is still up. We can cloak underneath though. As long as you have more than a 100% dodge, it doesn't really matter what is coming in. You will always be able to dodge. So right here, we're going to take care of the NG. And then repair should go much slower. Unfortunately, we only have 48% dodge chance, so yeah, we may not have been able to dodge that, but it is what it is. Taking a little bit of damage here is not that big a deal. Nope, mind control again. Send these guys back to their positions, cloak underneath the missile, and I think that should be it. I think we should upgrade our hacking even further, so we can actually also take down 4 shield ships. That is unfortunate. Yeah, we're gonna eat one more missile here, maybe. We aren't. Counter mind control that. That's unfortunate. Can we cloak? Can we cloak? Can we cloak? We can. Hell yeah. Easy peasy, no worries. Am I gonna take the quest, or am I just gonna ignore this one? Am I just gonna go 1, 2, and then just see what these jumps are to find a store? I mean, at this point, we really need a store. We just have so much scrap that we need to spend. So yeah, let's just try to find a store. Shit, I should have healed my guys back up. So here the FTL jammer is actually coming into play, and how are we gonna deal with this? I think we are gonna deal with it like this. Okay, they also have hacking. They're hacking our engines. I don't care about that at all. I just want to take care of their piloting first. They have three damage or 3 power into piloting and 4 shields, which means that with our 7 projectiles, we're able to completely disable their piloting, because we know 100% certain that our volley is gonna hit. And there we go, piloting is down. Their iron weapons are not that scary. I think they can hit us, but yeah, it's very unlikely, and definitely not if we now hit their weapons, because then we're completely safe. So yeah, now we're just gonna hit their shields to make sure that the fight is going a little bit quicker. I mean, in the meantime, I might as well heal up my guys. There's nothing else really to do for them. There we go. And there's our store. Let's go to the quest beacon first. A little bit of hull repair and something of interest for us. We're gonna get rid of the... Oh, we didn't even have the FTL jammer anymore. So we're gonna have the drone reactor booster leave us. And I am gonna get a weapon pre-igniter because I can. It's not very good in combination with hacking, but it's in general just an amazing augment. The weapon pre-igniter just readies your weapons immediately after jumping into a beacon. So you can immediately get your first volley off without them being able to fire. So yeah, very powerful, but usually also very expensive, just not if you're filthy rich like this. And oh, this wasn't even our store. We still have a store. Oh, that's great. I was thinking of spending all of my scrap here. I'm really glad that I looked first. Oh, hull laser 2. I think we found our weapon. That's really slow, but it also doesn't matter if we have this dual laser is just infinitely better than the burst laser Mark 1. Insane. So dual laser fires 2 shots in 10 seconds for 1 power. This fires 2 shots in 11 seconds for 2 power. So yeah, this is just so much better. I think I'm gonna go with the hull laser here. It's the best weapon that I've seen so far, and it just gives us the ability to get 1 more laser to fire. I'm gonna sell this, I think so, right? I mean, this thing is out for sure. The downside of the hull laser actually is that it fires much slower, so it's a 15-second charge time, but it can also cause breaches and stuff like that. So it's really powerful. Am I gonna sell it? So I'm just thinking about it. Maybe this is gonna be useful in the 3rd phase of the flagship fight, where we have to get through a Zoltan shield. But I'm not entirely certain if that's actually the case. I'm just gonna sell everything. Fuck it. If I find another store, I'm not. Then I may just upgrade my weapon system even further. And in what sector are we actually? 7. Okay, so this is the last sector before we have to fight the flagship. So I am gonna try to find another store here by going to this beacon, so I can actually explore all of the other unvisited beacons here. Because I just want options. If I find another weapon system there, like a burst laser 2 or something, then I will add it to my system. Or maybe even another hull laser 2. I would also add that to my system right now. I am going to upgrade hacking. We are still able to afford pretty much all the weapons, all the systems that we want. All the weapons that we want there, so we should be fine with that. Okay, nothing here, and 2 more stores. I mean, that is perfect. Nothing here. Shield charge booster is pretty good. Is it better than anything we have currently? Maybe maybe we can sell the scrap recovery arm here. I think it can still be quite powerful in the last sector though, because in the last sector you usually get 50 to 55 scrap. Yeah, 50, 60 scrap, something like that. So you can get a lot of value out of your scrap recovery arm there. Yeah, let's just move on. Okay. So right here you can see the power of the weapon free igniter. I've hacked their shields. I'm gonna hack now, and I'm gonna fire a volley into their weapons already. And by the time that the shield is gonna stay down now this entire time. And by the time my weapons are charged again, I can fire off another volley into their shields that are already down. Really, really powerful. And this works even better if you have a quicker recharge time. Okay. Let's get our mind control online to get a high percentage chance to hit these. Oh my goodness, we still have a store ahead of us. This sells for 80 scrap or something like that. Something ridiculous. Whole repair drone. Really insane. Am I gonna go 1 to store? No, I'm gonna go store and into the exit. So it doesn't make sense for us to dive here, because I'm gonna get, let's say I take this jump and then the store, then the exit beacon would be taken over and I wouldn't get the event anymore from the exit beacon. If I get store and then here, I will get an event from the exit beacon, so I would get the exact same amount of beacons as if I were to go here and then here. So I definitely want to get to the store because I mean I have something of value to sell right now. That's a flag too. Oh my goodness. 40 scrap. Okay, it's less than I thought, but still pretty good. Yes, that's a flag too. Do I want it? 21 seconds recharge time. That's a lot. Our weapons guy is trained though. That's too long, eh? It doesn't really work with the rest of the system that we have right now. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Let's just heal up our guys and then get out of here. I think maybe something that I could consider would be to get the reverse iron field or something like that. So we have less problems with iron damage in our in the flagship fight, but I don't think we need to. I think I'm just gonna go more shields here. Actually, we don't need it. currently our defense is good enough. If we find a store in the next sector, we can still upgrade our stuff then. Great event at the in the exit beacon. So with this event, you can upgrade your reactor just with fuel, some missiles, and some drone parts. And we don't use these anymore. We only use drone parts, but we can get them from repair stations in the next sector anyway. So we don't need those anymore either. Okay. And loads of repair stations right off the bat. So yeah, just gonna take them for the drone parts. We don't need repairs, but they are gonna give us like 5 drone parts. I don't even think I'm gonna take the second one because it's a low scrap event. So I'm just gonna take as many ship fights here as possible, while also trying to explore as much as possible of the map, so I can maybe find a store here. No, I'm gonna hack piloting here. No, I don't need that. And then I'm gonna fire into weapons. Okay. With these automated ships, so anytime you see this type of layout where there's no crew and there's no oxygen in this type of ship, it's an autopilot. It's a drone ship or something like that. I don't even know what the terminology is. But the special thing about this ship is that if there's a breach in a room, they will never be able to repair this system. So right now, because there is a breach here, we don't have to worry about their weapons coming online ever again. So I can just fire into piloting right now and just be completely safe the rest of the fight. And also this, because we have a breach here now, we're completely fine to punch this down further, and it will never come online again. So yeah, that's just something that you can use to your advantage when fighting this type of ship. Okay, there we go. Get our power back into our systems. So I'm going to go here to see loads of jumps along the way. Okay, they have a few drones. Here's something that we haven't done any at all either. We have, when we fire our drone, when we fire our hacking part, the anti-combat drone and the defense drone will actually shoot at it, as you can see here. One way to get around that, to get the hacking drone past, is to depower it. Press space twice. Let the lasers will actually fire. We'll go past it and then power it again, and that way you can get it past it. The way it works is basically, it's as long as it's powered, it's flying, and as soon as you depower it, it just stops instantly. And because of that, when the defense drone fires at it, it just misses completely because the trajectory is different. So yeah, really nice way to use that to your advantage. And again, I don't want this to come online, so I'm just gonna what's it called? Hack, mind control the guy in there that is trying to repair it. They do have a repair drone. I mean, I can't really do anything against that, so just gonna have to take it as it is. And we shut down one of the drones. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, it's just funny. Let's see. Okay, let's get shields down. I don't think they will be able to fire at us with the Flak 2, and even if, then it's not really a big deal because we can just cloak underneath it. Okay, let's get shields down further, and that is it. Easy fight. Okay, 30 scrap, not too great. I do want to see what these two jumps are, just in case they restore. I can always jump up this way to the exit beacon. Let's see. I think it's going to be the same. Instead of hacking piloting here, I'm going to hack engines. And that is just so these two rooms are disjointed from each other. There's not really any advantage other than that. That's the only thing really. Wow, that was a sick volley. Yeah, gonna mind control one of them. Yeah, I mean, they're done. They're donezo. No problem. Maybe I can already heal up my guys actually. I mean, they were gonna board again at some point, but I think I should be able to take care of them before then. Very good. One more down. At this point, it doesn't really matter. Let's just fire him there. Fire in there, get their thingies down. Unfortunate, really low scrap events. Yeah, quite unfortunate, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, we still have loads of scrap to spend anyway. Let's just spend some of our scrap actually, now I think about it. Get this online, get one more of those. Let's see. Yeah, I don't always need these, so I can just pop them into there. Let's try to be a hero. Hack piloting. So the only reason why I'm hacking piloting now instead of shields is because I have the weapon pre-igniter, and I have so many lasers that can take down their shields. So as you can see, I can just, with one volley, I can disable their weapon system just by ensuring that all of my weapons will hit them. This can maybe be a crew kill actually, surprisingly. If I get a breach into the oxygen room, I'm pretty sure I can get a crew kill here. Ah, that is quite unfortunate. That is quite unfortunate. Am I gonna get a crew kill if there's an NG in there? Maybe. I mean, now it's a definite maybe. And my thingy is online. My mind control. Let's mind control this guy. Okay. This might be a crew kill after all. NG is dead. They're not repairing their O2 anymore. I think this is a crew kill. Very, very nice. Crew kill this late in the game can net you a lot of scrap. A lot of scrap. So yeah, very, very nice. One way you can also utilize your hacking actually is by if they have a lot of crew and you don't want them to get healed back up, you can hack their medbay. And hacking basically always does the opposite of what the room usually does. So if you hack O2, instead of the O2 going up, the O2 actually goes down, and the level of hacking determines how fast it goes down. If you hack weapons, instead of them charging, they actually depower. If you hack shields, you instead of their shields going up, they're actually going down, as we have seen many times in the past. If you hack the medbay, however, the medbay is if you hack the medbay, you can actually kill enemy crew instead of them healing themselves in the medbay. So that is, yeah, really, really interesting to note that you can actually kill off enemy crew by having them stand in the medbay and you hacking them. That's actually also why I never put my guys in my medbay. So I would never do this, for instance, and just leave them there for anything. I would always put them in any other room, because if my medbay gets hacked, then I might be screwed and I lose a crewmate. So yeah, that's also something to note for future reference. So I'm gonna go here first and then here. It's pretty greedy, eh? So I want to see if this is a store. Last chance really for us to find a store this sector. It's not really needed that we find a store right now. We already have so much scrap. And because I know that this is not a store anymore, I'm going to spend the rest of my scrap. And the way I'm going to spend it is by putting value points into my systems. Value points are basically points that you don't really need, but you just get them in case your system gets hit. So right now we have our fully charged system, and we see we have one extra, and that is if a missile in the flagship fight hits my weapons, then the weapons are not going to go down instantly, but we have one more buffer power in between. I'm still going to take this jump. It's still going to take 3 turns before our base gets destroyed, so I can easily take one more jump before fighting the flagship. Same stuff again, just hacking engines. Gonna get all my guys over there. Firing my flak. And firing into weapons. Again, this may be a crew kill, just because of the 2 breaches here. The oxygen is going to go out so quickly in these rooms, and we already killed off two guys right there. We just have to get the med bay down and the clone bay down and the oxygen, and the oxygen is down. The med bay unfortunately, the clone bay unfortunately isn't. Let's get these 2 guys in there to fight them. Okay, very good. Yep, this should be a crew kill. I think this is it. So I can actually... I should have probably mind controlled this guy. I don't think it matters really. I can just kill off the last guy now. By firing here and then just firing one more laser. I know that one more laser will do it because he was below 15 HP, like I explained before. Let's heal up my guys and get ourselves ready for the flagship fight. Okay, flagship. What to do, what not to do. There's a few things that I tend to do that I learned from another streamer called Lethal Frag. I think he usually does YouTube stuff. I'm not entirely certain if he's on Twitch as well. But he taught me a lot about this game and also on how to approach the flagship fight. The first thing I want to do is actually upgrade my some of my systems still. Let's see, we have 50 power. Let's go and get one more power into... Let's just get one more power bar. Yeah, I think that should be fine. So in the first, so the flagship fight has 3 phases. In the first phase, you just fight the flagship as normal, and then in the second and third phase, you start breaking off different parts of the ship, and the ship loses some abilities but also gains some other abilities. So right here in the first phase, I usually try to get down their missile launcher as quickly as possible. because I don't like taking damage in this phase. And the missile launcher is really the only thing that can deal damage to you in this phase. What I'm also trying to do is get rid of some of their crew, because in the third phase, this ship actually gains a teleporter, and they can start boarding my ship, and that is not great. So right here, I can just fire in. Well, yeah, that is great. It's very, very badly timed. So yeah, their cloaking is pretty annoying as well, but it's nothing we can't deal with. So their missile launcher is still not online, and it's just because we've delayed it so much with our hacking and stuff. So I'm just gonna fire into here again. My hacking is already going. And I'm gonna 3 times into shields. Okay, I want to get this down a little bit. Okay, now the cloak is gonna take a little bit less. It's gonna last shorter, because we took down one of their power bars in their cloaking. Let's see. I think I just want to go into shields here and just kill them off right now. Okay, that was actually pretty scary. I'm surprised that they hit me. I'm very surprised, actually. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We still have this repair station here which we can go to. But yeah, that should not happen. That should never happen, that you take damage from the laser. It's not a big deal. We should have and could have probably prevented that. But yeah, it's usually you want to cloak whenever stuff hits you. And we have cloaking, so there's really no excuse why we haven't. We're gonna go to the repair station, just get ourselves a full repair, get some more scrap from this as well. It's just a free scrap event. Then we're gonna jump back straight away, because I want the flagship in the second phase to jump into me. That's actually very important, because in the third phase I want to jump into them, and I'll explain why when we get to it. They're gonna have drones here. I don't think I need any more power. Just gonna get one more value point into cloaking here, and then just gonna wait at the beacon here. Let's get the second phase. I'm going to hack shields here. Again, depower my hacking part when it comes close. Let's see where this lands. I'm hoping the med bay. No. So let's deal with the boarding drone by putting up the oxygen, opening all the rooms, and sending 2 guys in to deal with the boarding drone. Gonna do the same thing that we did earlier. Gonna hack already. Gonna fire my volley now into their. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Into their. I actually wanted to hit their, what's it called there? Their missile, but yeah, that didn't really work out. I think we're gonna take this missile, and oh, that's a lot of fires. I'm just gonna deal with this missile like that, with that missile like that. Okay, that's really important. We hear the drone phase coming. And as soon as the drone phase hits, I want to start cloaking, because I don't want these drones to hit my ship. this needs to stay there for now. And right now I want to get out of the cloak because the drone phase is over. I'm gonna get their shields down again with my hack. And I'm gonna fire into their shield room because I want to get rid of some of the guys that are in there. Okay. Don't need to repair this yet. We have no use for it at the moment, so I'm just gonna mind control this guy, so we don't have to deal with missiles as much. Ooh, that is unfortunate that they hit the med bay there actually, because now we only have level 1 med bay. Yeah, quite unfortunate. There's a drone phase coming in, but we're almost able to cloak again, and there we go. We can cloak underneath it, and then in the meantime we can just finish them off. That's quite I wanted to get to kill this guy before they got out of the room. We weren't able to, but it's not a big deal. Let's heal up the last guy here. Get the engine some more training, and I don't think it matters. Nah, he's very far off the next level. Okay, last phase of the flagship. I'm gonna get one more power bar. I barely don't have enough for next level doors. That would have been nice. Do I really need another power bar? I think level 3 med bay is even more powerful than this. So I want to jump into them because in this phase they're gonna use mind control on me, and they're gonna board. And if they board with too many people, I'm able to jump back into the base, which I know is a safe beacon. There's no ASB, there's no nothing, there's no ship fight. So I have a safe space where I can jump to in case things go south. And that is really, really powerful to have this option available to you. So we need to get through the shield right now to actually be able to do damage to him. So I'm just gonna auto fire right now. There's nothing else I can do. I'm gonna get my mantis and my human into position so they can take care of the boarders that are coming my way. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna fire at them. So the first volley here of the missiles, you just take. You shouldn't dodge them. You should just take them head on. The second volley, however, that's going to be together with the power surge that we've seen before. So I'm going to counter mind control my guy here, and then get this guy to come in here. No, okay, he doesn't want to. And right here, now I'm going to cloak the second volley. I'm going to get some more. I'm going to get some more power so that we are above 100%. And this is the dangerous thing about this phase, and it's these lasers here. Okay, we actually got a achievement that we avoid 9 points of damage during a single cloak. That's really cool. In the meantime, I should have hacked already, and now I actually am gonna fire as well to get out of this cloak as fast as possible, so it's ready for the next phase. Okay, their thing is still charging. That's not too great, and I should be killing this guy in the meantime. This thing. Okay, we whiffed that completely. So our things are... Oh shit, I didn't see that. So there's thingies incoming again, missiles, and also and also the lasers. So I'm just gonna cloak underneath that. Unfortunately, we don't have any lasers, right now to get out of the cloak, because firing your weapons when you're cloaked actually slows down, actually takes down your cloak timing. And now we're in a bit of a pickle. Sort of ran out of energy. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I think we've won at this point, but still, it would have been better to have something ready right now, because we have very little dodge chance. And we should take some damage here, yeah. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. So this is the message that you get when there's no more enemy crew on the flagship, and it's just a message that an AI is taking over their ship, and that is still gonna fire even though there's no more ship and there's no more crew in there. So crew killing the flagship is never an option, never ever. And here's something that I haven't used all game. And that is the hull laser ability to fire into empty rooms, which does double damage, and if you whiff everything, it does no damage. So yeah, that is a great example. But nevertheless, we got there in the end. Got a victory on the stealth cruiser. All in all, pretty good run. Made some good decisions early on, I feel like, with the amount of events that we took, amount of the events that we avoided by just not going to certain beacons. I think choosing some distress beacons over others was also a good idea, especially in the beginning. I mean, later on you just get so much crew that you can take almost every single distress beacon, because they usually give you some blue options there. But yeah, pretty good fight, I would say. Let's look at the stats real quick, where the stealth cruiser ended up score-wise, and so far my third highest score ever. I think it could have been a little bit higher. So score is also dependent on how many ships you kill, for instance, and we avoided one of these ships when we were fighting in a nebula on an exit beacon while we were diving. So we could have gained some more score, but I don't really care about score. I would rather get a victory than a little bit of a higher score than that. Okay, let's look at the achievements. So we unlocked the phase shift achievement. So yeah, we dodged a lot of stuff there in the last in the last fight. Usually you get this during the flagship fight in phase 3. With the stealth cruiser, get to sector 8 without jumping to a beacon with an environmental danger. Yeah, I mean, this is one of those achievements that I don't really like, because it really forces you to not take certain jumps, even though it's more lucrative. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I would rather get a victory than some achievement or a little bit higher score. Destroy a ship at full health during a single cloak with a stealth cruiser. That is possible, especially with one of the other types of the stealth cruiser. So I think the stealth cruiser type B has a glaive beam, which is a 4 damage beam. 4 damage, 3 damage, 3 damage beam, and it just tears through ships, especially in the early game. So yeah, there's definitely some things you can do there. We haven't unlocked any of these ships except for the Mantis cruiser, the one ship that we seem to struggle on, especially the last time. But yeah, so the stealth, all of these ships you can unlock if you unlock 2 out of 3 of the achievements. And I don't even know how it is for C ships. Get to sector 8 with the stealth B cruiser. Okay, so C you automatically unlock once you unlock B. But yeah, that is something that I will focus on in I think I'll focus on offline, so that we just unlock some of these achievements, and that we can actually play with the Type B versions of these ships. But I think the next time I will play the Lanius Cruiser Type A. I think it's a teleporting. No, it's not. So yeah, it's just a ship that has Lanius on board, and Lanius are crewmates that drain oxygen from rooms. So they're very good at putting out fires, for instance, or killing off enemy crew in case of a boarding event. And they already start off with with hacking, which is really good. I mean, like I said, hacking is one of the better systems that you can have on a ship. So yeah, pretty good victory today. Very happy about that. Like I said earlier on, the stealth cruiser is always a bit iffy because you don't start off with shields, so you have to get shields in order to actually be able to go into later phases of the run. Because at some point, like after sector 3 or 4, well, after sector 3 already, I think, you will not survive without shields. There's just too many lasers and too many drones and stuff coming at you. You really want to have shields in the first sector, if not the second. Yeah, this time we got it in the second sector. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this run today, and if you want any more input on FTL or any of the other games that I play, then yeah, just let me know, and give me a follow if you enjoy this type of content, and I'll also upload this to my YouTube channel, so you can always check out runs there as well. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.